Shut up, I know my hair's meant to be curly, okay? Hi guys, so yes, I am dressed up as Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. Maybe you can't tell, I don't know. Look, dog that looks a little bit like Toto Brooch. That's my Toto dress. It's similar to Dorothy with the white thing underneath. And red shoes. So yes, it was Halloween yesterday. So I know I probably should have made this video yesterday, but then I thought, well, I don't have anything Halloween-y to talk about if I do it on Halloween. And I figure for my friends in the Northern Hemisphere, it's Halloween for you today, so this might still be relevant. And for everyone in the Southern Hemisphere, well, you can use this for next year. Because I've got these tips for Halloween. Actually, I think it's just one tip. Yeah, it's one tip, sort of one tip. Okay, so first what you've got to do. You've got to sit somewhere in your house where you can see the trick-or-treaters, but they can't see you. Yes, trick-or-treaters. I used to, when I was little, and sometimes still now, I call them trickle-treaters, and I'm saying we're going trickle-treating. That's not trickle-treating, it's trick-or-treating. And so the first time someone says, what's your trick? I'm like, what? Like, I didn't get it. Like, I was a kid, and I was just like, well, why do you need a trick? And he's like, well, it's, you know, trick-or-treating. I'm like, oh. That was funny. I think that guy gave us money because he didn't have any lollies. Actually, I think he had none left, so I got $3. And I think I used that $3 to go to the corner store to buy lollies. Anyway, sidetracked. Sit somewhere where you can see the trick-or-treaters, but they can't see you. That way, you can determine which groups are worthy and which groups aren't, or which single people are worthy, which aren't. Because not everyone comes in groups, you know. Anyway, you have two bowls. You have one with the A-grade chocolate and lollies. You know, we're talking your Mars bars, your Twix, your Crunchies, your Fredder Frogs. You got that in your little Dorothy basket if you're dressed up as Dorothy, or in a bowl. Then you got another bowl with kind of your crappy stuff, your, you know, kind of hard, chewy lollies, and, you know, old marshmallows that you found in the cupboard, and things like that. So with the two bowls that you have, right, the A grade stuff and then like the C, B grade stuff. First bowl is for the kids and preteens and teens that deserve it. Second one is for the dickheads, sluts and bratty kids. They will have the good stuff. They will have the bad stuff. Why did I even do that? Why did I even do that? Example, I was sitting at the top of my stairs because I could see, that way I could see through the screen door, but they couldn't see me. And there was, you know, a few kids there, like they were like 3, and they were all really little, and their costumes, you know, they weren't that great, you know. I'm like, oh, you know. So, you know, got the good bowl, I'm like, here you go. And they were like, thank you very much. Thank you, Dorothy. Because the mum was like, oh, she's Dorothy. And I was like, oh, you're welcome. You can have a bit more if you want. And they looked at the mum and she's like, no. And they took some more. They're like, thank you. And they walked away. I was like, oh, I'm glad I gave you guys the good stuff. Then, that's right, then, big dramatic then. Later on, I heard some, like, older teenagers come out. Like, you know, these, like, nothing against teenagers. Some teenagers, but that's just because they're annoying people in general. Not necessarily because they're teenagers. Possibly because they're teenagers. Because everyone knows teenagers are annoying. Even when I was a teenager, I hated teenagers, and I hated myself. Okay. Well, I didn't really hate myself. I love myself, because I was an awesome teenager, but I was the exception pretty much at my school. Everyone else was crappy. No. Anyway, what was I saying? I have to stop getting sidetracked. Okay, that's right. Later on, a group teens came, and I heard them outside the door. They were like, "Ooh, that's gross. What's that? What the hell? What's going on?" Because I had, you know, kind of gruesome, like, bloody stuff, you know, outside, you know, because it's Halloween. It's meant to be gross, right? And so then they knocked on the door. They were like, hello. And I was like, really? So I got, like, the crappy stuff. I'm like, here you go. And I was just like, just take a few, because, you know, more kids are coming, so just take some. I was like, yeah, I don't like you guys. So that was good. I gave them the crappy stuff. And I was gonna say something else about them, but that's gone. That is blanked from my memory. Just like extracted for some reason just then. So that's pretty much my tips for Halloween. Happy Halloween! Woo!